Hello friends, welcome to MusskilAsan. I am Dcosta, clinical psychologist, National Institute of Behavioral Sciences. Our topic for today is Oppositional Defiant Disorder. Now, during this period of lockdown, children who are in their late childhood phase, as in from 6 to 7 years till 12 years, they are neither very small nor are they in their adolescent phase. So, in our earlier episode, we have spoken regarding the irritability of children during this period of lockdown. However, if we see very closely, ill-tempered, impatience, these characteristics have also increased in leaps and bounds in children during this phase. Now, how do we distinguish between irritability, impatience, ill-tempered attitude, which is very normal for children to express themselves during this period of lockdown, from oppositional defiant disorder? For that, we have to first understand what is oppositional defiant disorder. So, in this segment, what we are going to do is, we are going to segregate our whole episode into 3 segments. First one is going to be on what is oppositional defiant disorder. Second, how do we distinguish oppositional defiant disorder with the normal irritability or impatience or anger in children. And third, how do we deal with it? Now let us come back to our first segment. What is oppositional defiant disorder? Now, children who are consistently defiant towards authority figures, who say no if you ask them to do anything or follow a certain set of instructions, they usually not only do not follow it, but on many occasions they will actually do the reverse one just to annoy you. They are mostly angry and resentful. So first one is they usually defy, disobey most of the time. Second one is they are mostly angry and resentful. Third one is they lose their temper very easily. Like parents who usually deal with their kids, mostly when they come to a clinic, they say that we also don't know why the child gets angry on certain occasions, but suddenly it's like pricking a balloon. There's this sudden burst. Nobody knows where the pin came from, how it stuck, but the burst is something that is happening very frequently at home. These children, they usually blame others for their own behavior. They don't like taking responsibility for their anger or expression of anger. They also have another quality in them, which is they are not very aggressive physically. When they are very aggressive, it goes towards conduct disorder. Children who are oppositional defiant disorder, their level of aggression is not as severe as children with conduct disorder, but they are also more aggressive than children with ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So now we know that these are the characteristics of children with oppositional defiant disorder. We usually call it ODD. Now let's come to our second segment. How do we distinguish ODD with normal irritability of children? Now, during this period of lockdown, many children don't usually obey their parents. Online classes are also going on. Mostly what children are doing is they switch off their video, they are not listening, maybe roaming around the house, and just before the class ends, they sometimes come in and switch on their video. So many things are going on. They are also getting irritated more easily. They are not listening to their parents. However, this irritability, this disobedience is very much less severe than children with ODD. Children with ODD, they are consistently defiant, whereas children who don't have oppositional defiant disorder, they may be disobedient in many circumstances. However, if you sit and if you talk to them and if you try to explain them the situation, mostly they can comply or they do comply. And how else do we understand that a child is or may be irritable but doesn't have oppositional defiant disorder? This child who doesn't have oppositional defiant disorder cannot be angry all the time, will not be angry all the time. Getting angry at a certain thing is fine, but this consistent angry phase is not present with them. Now thirdly, how parents should be dealing with it? If the child is snapping at you and if you are also snapping back at the child, there is actually no difference of age when it comes to evaluating the expression. If children are snapping, it doesn't take away your position or authority as parents if you just sit and listen. It's okay to just listen. We don't need to solve every problem at the moment. Trisha Goya. So we are going to end our segment here. We are going to come back next week with something new. So take care till then. If you've liked this episode, do like, share, subscribe. And if you want to know something in details, do write to us. We will definitely get back to you. Stay safe, stay healthy.